Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. This is Daily Trading Analysis with a quick market update for today, July 11th. Today, nothing burger. No economic data, no Fed Bullard speech. I don't have any statements for him. And no economic information today. Everyone is waiting for tomorrow's CPI readings, and we are expecting an uptick in month over month in general inflation and a downtick in core CPI month over month. But be careful because these readings are not looking good. I think markets want more. And going into the summer, inflation I think is going to be higher due to travel and all the consumer spending that is going to be done during the holidays. So be really careful with markets because I think the outlook for the summer is not really good. And with all that, let's jump into charts directly. So this is, as always, starting with the daily on the Nasdaq. As you can see, this uptrend that we are doing, this might be a little top. This candle is quite worrisome. Yesterday we got buyers in last week low. Today doji. We are still barely holding the close on this ascending, and it's not looking pretty good. I mean, we have some resistances. Look at this level, 15,250 to the tick almost at this candle on Friday last week. Monday chop, today chop, more chop. The only nuance that it's worth reading is look at this last week low and this support at yesterday with this bottom in tail got respected. Look at these buyers. So some buyers down here, but overall, look at this right into the open, sell off, continuation. This was a nice trade off last week low with pretty good risk versus reward. And I didn't take it, but this was looking really, really good for the W reversal, but super choppy up here. I don't know what is all this about, this uptrend, but it got rejected right into 15,250. And after these 3 bars with pretty high volume, look at this. So we are basically almost at the opening print, 15,200. So nothing interesting today, really, nothing interesting. Apple is looking pretty weak, the ascending triangle. Microsoft also in the red, Tesla also in the red. Meta is pretty interesting because we are trying to push the gap. We enter a little bit of it, but we got rejected. And look at this, 300.18 was the high. It got instantly rejected. Nvidia trying also to build some momentum, but on the daily, I don't think tech today ahead of CPI and with all the outlook on 1 or 2 more interest rate hikes, I don't think tech is feeling right. Amazon is more or less trying to hold, but look at these open tails, all these weeks up here. It's pretty nasty, pretty nasty. Super choppy days ahead of tomorrow. And that's the overall sentiment. Basically, it's the dollar keeps seeing weakness, but not really continuation as I was expecting. But I still think dollar at 100 parity. It may provide some opportunity if you want to trade forex down here. It would be a nice level to watch, but overall, really weakness. And again, financials are doing pretty good. JP Morgan 1.30 in the green, Morgan Stanley 1.40 in the green, Bank of America 0.80, and XLF with 0.74 that is really pushing these levels is pushing the S&Ps higher. Look at this beautiful ascending triangle. Price action on the ES has been better than on the Nasdaq that is being hit like a rock with selling pressure, and actually S&Ps are 0.30 in the green while Nasdaq is barely holding flat. And last thing I would like to comment, look at this breakout on crude oil. Crude oil is 2.30%. in the green today. And I can really see at least a move higher after this pivot at 75.70. So watch out for crude oil because ahead of summer and holidays and a lot of traveling, crude oil might get expensive and might see some buyers. And this will impact inflation, not only from the crude oil perspective, affecting the CPI, but also on the consumer spending and prices. So be really careful. What are your expectations in the upcoming weeks and months? Because certainly we are seeing some weakness on tech, not on the S&Ps overall. Financials are really holding the market. And this is quite interesting to see because this Friday, remember that we are starting earnings with banks, JP Morgan on Friday before the open, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, and BlackRock. So apart from Wednesday, tomorrow's CPI data, PPI on Thursday, and on Friday, consumer sentiment, watch out for earnings on Friday because we are starting with the big banks. And these banks are the ones that are holding the S&Ps, are the ones that are holding the S&Ps. So it will be a quite interesting week, a lot of opportunities, but for now, Monday and Tuesday, just chop, chop, chop. So be really patient. And that's all from my side. As always, if you found this video useful, please support the channel, give it a like and subscribe because I upload every single day video for market forecast, market updates, and market recap. I appreciate your time. As always, remember that discipline and risk management are key for your success in this career of trading and investing in the US markets. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe and see you tomorrow.